Hi, this is Dexiton, and I wanted to make a quick little tutorial on how to use camera manipulation to better target against masterminds. So I dug up an old scrim that we have. This is over 2 months old now. This is Rare vs. Vori. They are running double masterminds, and we're running our Earthfires. This is early on, and it's don't mind my attack chain and whatnot. Everything's a little better now. So here's the premise that I wanted to discuss. So this is my current camera angle. Cressetia is the target that just got called. He's right there. Mastermind Huddle is right there. So if I try to tab target right now, I'm gonna tab like through all those. My odds of getting him are slim to nil. He's traveling this way. So is the rest of his offense. They're traveling this way. Basically, the idea is that if he weren't traveling or whatever, what I want is to get my camera to be more like that. So if I throw my camera angle up like that, I can get the masterminds off the screen, and then I won't have to tab through their pets. The key is being able to recognize the name. You're not really caring about your target window. You're looking at their name right there and right there. You're reading those things. I can read Tempting Fate is right there. But if I were to try to have to target her, it'd be a little bit more difficult. It is doable. I hear AFK right there, that score. But these guys out here are a lot better targets to call because they're away from the huddle. But this is doable. I'll touch on it a little bit later. All right, so I'm gonna play this one and then show you kind of the way that I'm gonna manipulate my camera so that I have the best chance of getting him. Right there. I got the masterminds out of the screen. I'm using this more as like a way of blocking out things as well. So I have it narrowed down to I'm either going to tab onto Cressetia, IRL, or Squabbling Goblin. So now I have a 33% chance on my first tab, and it just goes up from there. Pretty easy to target if you're watching this and you're changing your camera angle. These masterminds are basically not in the game at this point because they're not my screen. So we'll roll this through. I'll show you the spike. Everyone got on. Boom. Dead. So this is a little bit different way of doing it. So the target is actually Imp here. Right there. So the entire offensive ball is heading this way. Masterminds are kind of falling behind. You got one there, and one's already up there. But the pets are going to lag behind a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump down there, flick my camera angle up so that I can, just have those that are jumping. So normally when you're targeting, you usually go high and then angle low to get targets. But when you're against masterminds, you want to actually go low and angle high so that you're getting the people that are jumping as opposed to the masterminds and their pets. Their pets aren't going to be jumping up in the air with super jump. Even if they have a kin, they're still not doing that. Like if the pets even have R, like still not going to happen. So you'll see here just that kind of style here. I'm on her a little late, so the spike isn't going to be clean. But you get the idea behind that one. So we're going to skip ahead. Right here. So the target is now Squabbling Goblin. All right. As you can see, I've got the pets. My tab is currently in the middle of them, but I can see Pixel right there. So if I can manipulate my camera to get those out of there, he's literally the only thing I can tab onto. So the correct move here is to actually land there and then turn my camera angle like that so that I'm only seeing him. That's not what I do in this situation. What I'm actually end up doing is a different approach. So you can literally jump on top of someone, angle your camera down, and they'll be the only person that you can get, because you're focusing on the ground, basically at their feet. So you're essentially zoomed all the way in. This works to get the target, but it's not the most efficient. So there, jumped right on top of them, narrowed it down, got the attacks off. So now we're going to jump ahead again. All right, so target here was Squab and Goblin. What's going to happen is the target caller is calling off that spike and moving on to the next one, and he's calling Thought Bubble, which is one of their EMPs. When an EMP is called and you're on top of the previous target, they're always following behind. So all you usually have to do is jump up, angle your camera down, they're going to run right underneath you. And you'll see that this happens right here. So Thought Bubble called, flick my camera down, got on her. And she's dead. So now we're going to skip ahead again a little bit here. Alright, so Chrysidia is now the called target. What I'm doing is I'm positioning myself up here on this roof. I'm going to use that roof to block out these masterminds over here. And I can see that their offensive ball is kind of heading that way. So right there, actually I want to go back just a second here. Right there you can see what I've done. So masterminds are off the screen down here, and this is where their offensive ball is. You know, we've got Pixel, we've got Gore, and I can't see the target right now, but technically he hasn't even really been called. So Crusetti is about to be called, and I can just tab right onto him right there. Pretty easy. Now the next target called is IRL AFK. It's Gore. So what I'm doing here again is I'm using this building to block out the MMs. I know that the offensive ball is over in this vicinity, so I'm just gonna spin it. Oop, got him. Easy enough. Then you get off your attack chain. So hopefully that's helpful. Use your camera angles, use the buildings, whatever structures you have to block out the mastermind so you're not seeing them. And then you can't tab onto them. Now if you're a click targeter, you probably don't need this video, because fighting against masterminds then is even easier. And Outbreak is considered one of the harder maps playing against masterminds, because they're always in the middle, everyone's in the middle, whatever. And this is, you know, a case where it wasn't, you know, I'm using it to my advantage to their detriment. You can do this on any of the maps. So just focus on changing your camera angle, and reading the names. Read those names instead of, you know, just frantically hitting tab, and you should be good. If you have any questions, you know, hit me up, send me a Discord message, something like that. Leave a comment, something like that. I will be happy to answer any questions, or, you know, make further videos on this if you have more questions. So hopefully that helps. All right, have a good day.